This is beyond belief. Donald Trump fell asleep during an event while it was being discussed that milk is good for the brain. Trump fell asleep, wakes up, and goes, I passed all my cognitive tests. If I told you even 6 months ago that this was going to happen, you would probably say, no, that's too on the nose. It can't be. Watch Trump sleep and then wake up as Ben Carson, who is not exactly a passionate and inspiring speaker, starts talking about the importance of milk for the brain.
It's the things that are absolutely essential for bone development and for teeth. But as a neurosurgeon, the thing I really like is with the brain, what it does for the brain. Right. You know, the brain starts to develop right after conception and adds millions of neurons every single day. Continues to do that right up until the mid to late 20s. Now, it's important what that brain is getting during the development. Is it getting soda or is it getting milk?
So milk would help your cognitive ability.
Absolutely. You can tell who's been drinking
Take a cognitive test. I've taken a lot of them. I've aced every one of them because I drink milk.
So sorry to have woken you up, sir. So sorry. That's just the Oval Office and we're kind of in the middle of a meeting here. Trump going on and on in truly bizarre fashion about milk, just getting really weird.
We are very thankful.
It's so great. I look forward to getting it all the time. Sometimes I open a refrigerator and I say milk with rice and milk with water and milk with everything. And I say, what kind of milk is it? That's what I like right there. That's great. Thank you very much.
Is that a joke? Like, what is Trump talking about? Milk with rice and milk with water? I don't know what he's saying. They had milk out, and I guess Trump was joking about milk or something.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Bobby. We have some milk here. It's been sitting here for 5 days, so it's from the original bottle, and I brought it so the press can have some. You can swig it all out of it. Remember in the old days when we were kids, everybody shared a bottle? Today we tend not to do that, but if you'd like to, if you trust the person that you're drinking after, it's right here. It's yours, okay?
I would not have a drop of that milk if I were the press, and I love milk. And then Trump saying, very important, there is a legal definition of milk, and it is whole milk. We must define it properly.
It's actually a legal definition, whole milk. And it's whole with a W for those of you that have a problem. Most of the media will get that.
That's whole like white, whole white. Senator Roger Marshall at this milk event talking to Trump quite literally like a parent who speaks to a toddler. I mean, just speaking to him like a little kid.
Anybody?
Mr. President. Yeah, Mr. President, thank you so much for having us here on behalf of Kansas dairy farmers. Thank you. Milk is the most wholesome, nutritious drink known to humankind. Not only is it full of
milk is so good.
essential nutrients, it's full of healthy fats as well as protein. As Dr. Carson pointed out, those healthy fats are what helps that brain develop and help you absorb the fat-soluble vitamins. The protein is why you drink milk and you're not hungry again in 30 minutes.
Right. Right. Trump drinks a glass of milk. Trump reportedly will eat 1,800 calories in a single meal. You think Trump's not going to be hungry in 30 minutes after having a cup of milk? Give me a break. Now, where it became truly Kafkaesque was they brought up Robert F. Kennedy Jr., the Secretary of Health and Human Services, not a doctor, who says children, it's hard to even say it without laughing. Children need policies based on reality and based on science. Well, Bobby is the wrong guy for that. That's for sure.
Policy with evidence-based nutrition, not ideology or dogma. Healthy kids need real food. They need real protein. They need healthy fats. And they need policies grounded in reality and the science. I want to thank President Trump again for policy with evidence.
If what we're looking for is reality and science, you got the wrong guy. Now, the reporters did have an opportunity to ask questions, and that was pretty interesting. There was a question about what's going on in Iran, where I'm realizing there's something else I wanted to mention, and I don't know what the hell is going on with this. There are protesters reportedly being killed by the hundreds or even thousands in Iran. There's a contingent of the left. I don't know if this is the tanky left. I know that that's a pejorative, or the revolutionary left. It's the people that will often defend Russia, Maduro, Hamas, etc., who are just denying that. They're sort of like, we don't know that any protesters have been killed in Iran. What? And Trump, interestingly, amplifies talking points beneficial to the Republic of Iran, going, well, I don't know, some of the protesters themselves might have been shooting.
Mr. President, on Iran, you said that the killing has stopped. Who told you that the killings have stopped there? And if it's the Iranian regime?
We have been informed by very important sources on the other side, and they've said the killing has stopped and the executions won't take place. They were supposed to
Listen, they said it very strongly, just like Putin has told me stuff.
be a lot of executions today, and that the executions won't take place. And we're going to find out. I mean, I'll find out after this. You'll find out. But we've been told on good authority, and I hope it's true. Who knows, right? Who knows?
We've seen the body
world.
bags, so how do you trust
No,
them?
you've seen that over the last few days, and they said people were shooting at them with guns, and they were shooting back, and
Right.
It's one of the
It was self-defense, and also it's not happening. And I believe the Iranian leadership. I believe Putin. I believe Kim Jong-un. I believe Orban. I believe it. And why would you suspect that they might be telling you a lie, sir? The question of Greenland came up. Trump asked, would you acquire Greenland by force? And Trump just gets mad at the reporter. It's really strange.
Potentially acquire Greenland by force. That would be a NATO country.
You're saying that.
Are you saying that? Would you do that?
No, you're saying that.
Would you acquire them by force right
You're
now?
telling me that that's what I'm going
I
to
think
do.
we're-
You don't know what I'm going to do.
So what are the options?
Your
then?
network
Because-
doesn't know.
Trump seems not to understand what a question is. Would you take Greenland by force? Would you? Well, you're the president. I'm just a reporter. I can't take Greenland by force. The troops don't listen to me. Trump seems not to understand what's called question and answer. And then finally, a moment of confusion on the topic of Planned Parenthood funds previously frozen being released to Planned Parenthood. Trump knows nothing about it. Bobby knows nothing about it.
It's being reported that Health and Human Services released frozen funds to Planned Parenthood. I'm wondering why this happened and why Planned Parenthood is receiving any federal
I don't know
funds.
anything about that. Bobby, do you know anything about that?
What was the question?
It's being reported that frozen funds were released to Planned Parenthood in December by HHS. I'm wondering why that happened.
I haven't heard
I have
that.
not heard that.
I have not heard that.
I have not heard that, says Bobby. Now, of course, is it true that Bobby has no idea what's going on, which raises the question, why doesn't Bobby have any idea what's going on? Or is he lying and just doesn't want to talk about it, which raises the question, why would he not want to talk about it if he knows that it is something that is going on? The world wonders. Now, there is a group of people that is seeing these videos and they don't like what they see. And I want to talk about that group next. One challenge in covering politics today is that even when outlets are reporting the same facts, they often are framing the stories really differently. And our sponsor, Ground News, is a website and app that makes those differences easy to see. What Ground News does is gather coverage of the same story from across the political spectrum and shows you where the reporting is coming from. You can see which outlets lean left, right, or center, and you can also see how reliable they are and who owns them. What I find most useful is the side-by-side headline comparison. You're looking at the same underlying facts, but it's clear how different outlets will emphasize one angle or a narrative or another. Ground News gives you a transparent way to understand bias without being told what to think. They also offer a blind spot feed, which will highlight stories underreported by one side of the political spectrum, and that helps surface items that I might otherwise miss or not even hear about. You can also personalize your feed by interest, and that makes it easier to follow issues you personally care about. Go to ground.news/Pakman to get 40% off the Ground News Vantage plan, and you can also gift a subscription to a friend. The link is in the description.